Recording. All right, I'm good. We're good.
Big baby. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, big baby.
Let it begin.
Pripyat. The place I didn't know until Call of Duty.
Oh. You didn't play Shadow of Chernobyl back in the day? Buy it at Walmart on disc?
I did. Yup. Are you gonna give the acronym for Stalker yet? Because it's a good acronym.
I don't remember what it is. It's just fucking long.
Here, hold on. I thought it was pretty. I'll pull it up. Scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers. Stalker.
Ooh, check quality settings. Hell no.
One to all Beowulf units. Landing sentries on its way to 1-1.
What do you want?
Max it. Bye-bye, bandit.
Who made this?
Same guys who made Overlord.
Oh.
Interspace Anomalies. Homeboy over there with the 20-inch barrel is short stock king.
For what reason, we don't know. Short stalking in the woods.
Yeah.
Why are you running?
Yeah. Oh, hasty.
Full of...
Ain't you ever been in the woods, bro? It's scary.
Touche.
God damn, they closed width on that fucking...
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a camera shot purpose. I want to get everybody in the camera.
Hey, did y'all hear like a herd coming?
Oh, the leaves do that all time. Oh my God.
Dude, I would hate to have to shoot through that fucking mask. Oh, blue, just in time.
Oh, did I just make it? All right.
Yeah, we were laughing at the rumbling through the woods to hurry up and set up the safety ambush that no one heard.
Guys, they're bandits. Come on.
No, stop making excuses.
Said we can take our pro masks off. The bad guys were generating the hazmat, so we're good now.
We're clear. No more bandits.
Beautiful.
Mercs.
0-1 to all. Let's get the Joshes on security.
Clear sky. Oh no, that's Mercs, yeah.
That's Mercs. He's the stalker, and the other guy is Clear Sky.
Before?
Are you sure he's not an ecologist?
We're not Clear Sky. Scar ecologist. Yep, sorry. I got them confused every now and then.
When you start understanding what kind of man comes here, you learn they will not be missed, and they have nothing left to lose.
I'll try to keep it in mind.
Good.
Alright, let's grab all the sausage and bread off of them.
Yeah, because you know you're a fucking stalker. He's like a motherfucker.
And he's smoking a cigarette for the radiation.
Dude, if there was not a need to wear a pro mask, I wouldn't wear it, and if there was a need, then I wouldn't be taking it the fuck off.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Great effect. I do like that. That's cool.
Yeah, the effects around these are pretty slick.
Even like the little like grains of radiation on the lens.
Yeah. Well, that's a great shot.
Is that supposed to be the wish craner?
I think it's their own just new thing, to be fair.
Everybody experienced this.
Yeah, I think
Well, he's scared shitless.
they didn't
I'm gonna
want
say
to.
yes.
Yeah, they wanted it in the Stalker universe, but they didn't really want it connecting to any existing stories. To kind of have more freedom to do their own thing. What I was told.
That's fair.
Woo, we going to duty.
Rostock.
Oh, that's cool. All right. They try to do the inside of a fucking BTR or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a duty bonus.
Yeah, that's pretty cool how well they did this.
You're contaminated.
Mr. Wendigoon.
PDA.
That's cool though. Cool lore.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
The noise
It is
and
weird
everything.
seeing.
Yeah, that's fucking.
It's weird. It's weird seeing mercenaries and duty together though.
Yeah.
Like not
Hey.
shooting each other.
Friends call me Monk. You Crow?
Doc, I assume those friends of yours now include Beauty? Your neighbors now?
Yeah, if you can believe it. It's just a temporary setup until we can get everything taken care of. I mean, you know how it is. Things are weird right now.
All right, let's wake the fuck up. We got work to do.
That's the way I start off my brief.
Now.
Guys. I'd start yelling at people.
Earlier this
insulting
week,
them, so
a
usually
signal
forget.
began emitting deep from within
There's
the
my
zone.
man.
One that can intercept and override anything not using encrypted channels. Effects of exposure from this signal are unusual. Those who hear it abandon their positions, apparently in search of its source, but that's unconfirmed. Simultaneous to this, something resembling the monolith has taken a significant amount of territory almost overnight. Anything not affiliated with this faction, north of Rostock, has either been forcibly relocated or completely eliminated, including us. Any holdings we once had have been completely overrun. Now, as you can imagine, the past few days have been nothing short of a clusterfuck. But we're gonna correct that. Monk?
Okay, boys. Our mission is to reconnoiter the signal, acquire intelligence, and if possible, sabotage it. We'll be going in as a skeleton crew. Duty's gonna be running interference to make sure we can break through any blockades. They'll be putting the screws to them at the Army warehouses throughout the evening tomorrow so we can move in at dark.
Oh,
We'll
cool.
be breaking in covertly through the west near the Dead City, and hitting checkpoints from the Red Forest north, all the way to our objective. Now, a couple of special guests joining the raid team. Mr. Serrano from Yantar, who most of you know as
Oh,
Brain,
wow, all right.
will be consulting and assessing anything we find at the
It's
signal.
just cool to hear the names.
Given that
Yeah.
most of our deep zone
And then
operators
trophy.
They did their homework,
combat
man.
ready or
Yeah.
no longer with us, we brought in
Did
Crow.
you meet Fred at your viewing?
I met the whole. Yeah, I met all of them pretty
Met
much.
Fred?
Are we 100%
Which one's Fred again?
Resurgence?
The guy giving
There's
the
The
briefing.
actual
confirmation of
CCTV.
that.
Oh, not
All
those
we
two
know is
guys.
they're
No,
very
actually, no,
similar
not
in
him. I met the other one.
They can't be reasoned
Standing
with,
next to him.
and they shoot on sight.
I don't think he wasn't there. And if he
this
was,
have
he might have been in the
anything to do with the
background.
group?
But I met those guys, all the
That's
main
inconclusive.
characters.
Any other questions?
Isaiah.
All right, weapons check 0600 tomorrow. Be ready.
That's late.
Sometimes.
Am I right?
What time would this say?
6 a.m.
06.
Well, they don't have to. They don't have to go to the weapons lockers and get in line at 04. So I think that was basically a standard warno too. I heard enemy situation, friendly situation, mission, and I think somewhat of execution.
It's interesting because it makes sense that they get explained it why Duty and mercenaries and like everyone's teaming up because Monolith is just overwhelming
Seeing as both of
everyone.
you are new here,
So it's like the enemy, my enemy is my friend kind of
this is what's
situation.
left of us.
Right.
Over here's Yokel, our weapons sergeant. Weaver, our medic. Batty, I don't have a clue what he does. And lastly, the Joshes, our support gunners.
So what hole they dig you out of?
I am artifact hunter. Work often deep in the zone, so I
Dude,
know
they
my
chose
way
such a
around.
good guy for this guy, this character.
I ran
Yeah.
few odd jobs here and there, some for Warlock. He sent me here.
Hey, Monk won't say it himself, so I will. Don't be like every other loner we've embedded into our unit. TL or anyone else tells you to do a fucking thing, you do it. No debates, no bullshit. That clear?
You're in charge.
Good. Same applies to you, by the way.
Give me a 20-inch fucking barrel and this goddamn 5.56 musket. So, do me a favor. Ask Warlock whose dick I have to suck to get a fucking 308.
Shut up.
Batty, do you have your deck cord?
Yeah.
So what the fuck do you need that for? Every goddamn op you're fucking around. You're gonna blow us all up.
Nah.
I'm taking this in, Josh. I know what's in there. I've seen it.
You know, Batty, your job's to knock down doors. The rest of the building's still gotta be there when you're done.
Don't worry. You'll see.
That's some dual chain TNT I'm looking at right now.
I can't see that.
Disarm Batty.
He's the only one with an AK as well, so everyone's rocking NATO weapons. Except the loner, of course.
Just grabbing shit.
Random fucking artifact hanging around.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be so scared in that situation to touch something and it like fucking melts my brain or makes me
Right.
That's
what I'm
saying,
I fucking
man.
never touch that shit.
I get it. In the GAN, there's something that help you, but dude, this is fuck that.
Maybe we can justify it by the fact that this guy's super experienced and has gone through some.
You know what?
stalker
Yeah, he's been an
darkness.
artifact hunter. He's been up north. We'll just, yeah.
Snowball.
Over.
This is a soul.
After you.
No tie downs.
Oh yeah, not even zip ties for me either. No chicken wire, no nothing. Chicken wire is great.
Pretty lackadaisical for a bunch of fucking people that probably have to fork over a lot of money if they lose their shit. I wonder how Don's maintenance is in the fucking zone.
Well, they
Whatever.
like,
I always pick on tie downs.
They sneak into the zone in the first place, so they probably only grab what they can, you know, and then just eventually meet up with the rest of their guys.
I'm still bringing chicken wire for my tie down. Screw that.
Yeah. Take zero chances.
Actually, funny. You can see the S.T.A.L.K.E.R poster they signed in the.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lou, we were just talking about that. That's obviously post-edit MVG fucking.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that too when I looked at it. I was like, full off.
But they were definitely wearing it. They were wearing it below their eyes just so they could see over, because you know, filming the same thing over and over and over again, and that depth of field, you know, that the depth perception, I should say, was fucking with them. So, you know, some of these guys have used these before, and some of them haven't. Some of them are just actors. So,
what was your involvement in the project?
No, just went to the premiere that was in Tampa. So there was I got the meet up with the cast and crew beforehand, and then there was a Q&A that everyone got to ask. Well, that's what some people did. Yeah, you can kind of tell that right there is a little
It's like fucking crazy.
That's like, hey, I'm gonna
You, like,
blind
sear
my
my
fucking
eyeballs.
face looking at that. Like, let's crank it.
Yeah.
Also, if you've got your nods set up for the same distance, when you get that close, you have to crank it to make sure it's refocused. Or you're one of those weirdos that does the thing where one fucking monocle is far and the other is near.
I can't do
I've never
that.
liked
I
that.
cannot do that.
I can't do it either. I don't know a single person who actually does that. But people are always like, "Oh, you can do it." I think there was one weirdo who used to be, I don't know what he was, but he does that. I think he was some sort of medical provider.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe, yeah.
Swick medic.
Army, Air Force, Navy.
Swick, Navy.
I was gonna say, were you talking about like Navy SWIC, or are you talking about like the John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Combatant Center?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Navy Swick. Then he was whips.
Near security, is there far security? Hey, they had a security shot. I'll take it.
Talked about this before. That shit in the background.
I still don't know what the hell's going on back there. Just a bunch of IR.
I thought it was flares.
Loom flare. Yeah, those are flares.
Like on parachutes or some shit. I don't know.
those are illums, and just, you know, what's with the random shots in the sky, like, unless they're shooting at like just crazy mutants around.
Drones.
That's military faction, I guess.
Yeah, that's the military there for sure.
Bro,
hell yeah.
move.
Fucking sleepy privates like walking around in circles.
I think that's Monolith there.
Oh shit, what are those dogs called?
Move now.
Oh yeah.
Blind dogs. It was blind dogs. Yeah.
Blind dog.
Unfortunately, Havoc, we've only seen the extent of your boy in the briefing. That's about all he plays out here in this.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an advisor for most.
Talk, this is
a lot
Beowulf
of.
01.
From
We
my
passed
understanding.
Cleopatra. Proceeding to our next objective. You let Duty know it's been a pleasure doing business with him. Over.
Roger that, 01. Over.
Hope you brought plenty of bullets with you.
No, I mean, as far as advising, you did a good job. They're passing brevity
Shit.
codes.
This is gonna be a good time.
I don't know if it's checkpoint brevity
show us the way,
codes or
Crow.
what. But you'll hear that throughout.
It's crazy. This guy apparently has been through this route so many times that he just knows where the anomalies are. He doesn't even need to throw bolts.
Yeah, until there's
I wish we did see.
Until there's an emission and the fucking anomalies move.
Yeah. Which,
That would be nice if like there was a bolt throw to like pay, fan service.
He did say, "Hope you guys got plenty of bullets." That was pretty cool. I'll take that.
Dugo radar right there.
Phase line Pluto. Roger.
They're in Red Forest. Seems like right now.
Shoulder's gonna be burning.
Hold
that weapon up.
That scene that was just missed was him fucking using his barrel as a crutch to get up. That was beautiful.
Uh-oh.
I missed that.
Yeah, didn't get up from the
Good costumes.
It was funny, him complaining, rocking with that 20-inch musket he was saying earlier in the film.
Loner needed a nap.
I have a special affiliation for.
Hey, I think I have that exact same
20-inch
walkies
barrels.
mic.
So does Mr. Topper over here.
What do I got?
An affiliation for 20-inch barrels.
Wake up. Wake up. Crow.
Jesus Christ.
Hey.
What? What is it?
Weaver's gone.
Is he the scientist?
No, the medic.
No, told Yokel over comms he was going out to take a piss. Never came back.
Piece of shit.
Took his trauma kit with him too.
Some bitch.
Didn't even leave an IFAC.
Yo, his jacket is dope. They were actually doing a giveaway
Look.
for it.
Here's our situation. The effects of signal exposure appears to linger a lot longer than we had thought. And side protection might not be worth as much as we had hoped. It also seems to like it when we sleep. And that's how it got Weaver. So we're gonna have to rely on whatever rest we got last night. Think you boys can handle that?
There's a movie with that
Good.
Markiplier.
Yokel, put some coffee on. We'll have chow, then we'll set off.
10-4. Coffee.
That's nice.
Got a portable motherfucking runner in his pocket? Damn.
Probably. I mean, that is an item in Anomaly, you know? So. No, there's a movie with Markiplier where the second they sleep, they die, so they had to stay up. Like the Gorka.
Get another beer. This is good.
Yeah, I like it.
Beer.
What is your theory about what it is? What we're up against?
Do you know what the noosphere is, by chance?
Little bit.
It's like an informational field. Every human thought, idea, concept, it's there. Sometime after the CMPP disaster, a rift formed between the noosphere and the biosphere, resulting in the zone as we know it. And what we see here, these anomalies, they're mimetic in nature. They're us.
What does that mean for the signal?
It means that it can know us better than we know ourselves. Back there earlier, it got everything it needed from me. And last night, it made good on that. It's got its teeth in us, Crow. That's what happened to their medic. Do you have children? I had a daughter once, Joanna. When she was 8 years old, we lost her to bone cancer, if you can believe it. Ever since then, all my dreams of her have been the days before she died, when she was bedridden. But last night, she was healthy.
Is that why you're here? In the zone, because of what happened.
Nobody to miss us. Nothing to lose, right?
I understand.
Do you now?
Last night I saw my wife driving back to our home, carrying her child inside here. So what would have happened if the drunk nuts were in front of her when he did? Came here to escape. I believe many stalkers have come here for that reason. It knows this. Maybe it's what we deserve.
God, this is so fucking Russian.
Some bitches took our medic.
It's always the fucking medic too, by the way. It's always the medic.
I joined it at the right time.
It's always the medic that gets fucked up by something. He gets injured during the jump, or he gets stung by a fucking random fucking Japanese hornet somewhere, and his whole fucking hand fucking blossoms up like a balloon, or you know, breaks something.
They actually teach us that in whiskey school.
Get injured. Soon.
Yeah, get hurt. Get hurt first. See, but then you don't have to do anything.
Speaking of mission,
I'll say, is that post a mission? Because I ain't walking on that shit.
it might be actually. Now that I think about it, maybe that's why they were coming out of that bunker.
Yep. Oh, that manhole bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Beowulf 01 to Warlock. We passed Ulysses. Over. 01 to all units. Once this pops off, they're gonna send everyone they have left from the army warehouses straight for us. So we're gonna have to hunker down. The tunnels will be the RP. When we're done, we all circle back there. Now, let's go ruin their day.
A little attention to detail. He swapped his PTTs to different radio transmissions, so.
I like that.
Jesus fuck.
3 sentries down. Oh shit!
You seeing me? I hit it 3 fucking times!
That's monolith for you.
Yeah.
Pretty much dead. Just brainless, dude.
There it is.
Reloading!
Mhm.
This is exactly why I have to fucking 308!
So everybody else is just laying in wait while these two guys were fighting.
Hey, weren't all those barrels to the right of the structure on the approach shot? Now they're walking through them.
We asked them to keep up the pressure, but they got too many wounded to begin a pursuit. Over.
Understood, Warlock. We'll be ready. Over.
Boo.
I was waiting for it.
I knew you guys were gonna say something. I knew it.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about riding the white?
I bet he advised this.
I say I'm not mad at hallway dominance whatsoever, dude. I'm not mad at this flow at all.
He advised this.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. These guys, I think.
Oh, rolling stack in the back. Okay.
Dude, these guys went over this apparently like about 100 times, just over and over and over.
Yeah,
until they said they got it right. So.
Fuck it.
Yeah, they got to work out during this day. That's for sure.
Clearing the dead space. Closing deep. Okay.
But are they closing rooms, Justin?
They're not
Are
calling.
they closing close?
They don't need to call it because they're in the shit. That's silly schoolhouse bullshit. You know that, Stunyon. Stop it.
Those bars are getting to him.
Negative. Figures.
Dude, I'm not mad at the new rooms, dude.
Too heavy for plastic. Over.
I really like the cinematography in this sets.
This place is locked down. Yeah. I'm not gonna make it easy. 01 to Warlock. We passed Judas. This place is locked down. Over.
Roger, 01. Over.
Place seems clean.
Thanks for letting us know. I gotta see how much.
Right.
Come here. Come on. You could send we had a good look at our new friends.
I like how the college is called Brain.
Yeah. Damn.
No.
Oh, shit.
Done, bro. They're already
Put your
dead.
mask back on.
That's monolith. It's not the kind I've seen.
Dude, I would never do that. Ever.
Lick it.
Nice, man. You got a reasonable explanation for that?
Coming up short, I'm afraid.
Well, at least we can kill him.
Yeah. After a couple of Mac dumps.
I've avoided these guys coming to say hello. Anybody got a plan?
Thought he was gonna die right there.
Think like man. Smell like man. Be tasty.
We'll have to make do. OJ, Crow, stay with Brain, see if you can't find anything on the signal or a way to remove this lockdown. Everyone else, come with me. We'll head outside and set up our defenses.
Have fun, boys.
Like a really bad joke. A merc, a loner, and a scientist walk into
covered
a
by anomalies east
lockdown
and west.
facility.
They're gonna hit us from the south. Means fighting them is gonna be simple. Getting back is gonna be, complicated.
Better hope to give them more than they got.
Well, seeing as we can use the plastic on the doors.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not a dumb idea now, huh?
I need tools to break in.
We can find the names of their kids. That might lead to our override password.
It's a number code. More likely the passwords of kids' birthdays, but I know how you find anything like that in this mess.
Could also be in a text message. I mean, I don't know. If not, we'll get Batty to astral project to the other side of the fucking door or something.
Mercury. What is this?
Probably related to the group.
Something about that font feels very...
Yeah, I don't know this.
Just some guys our company was looking into a couple of years ago. They're old school. Worked all the way back in the 80s on something called the, Sea Consciousness Project. We spend most of our time looking for old artifacts related to their work here. The running theory, right, on why the zone even exists, links back to them and some crazy shit they must have did. So, either this is them, or it's just a hangout club for every mad fucking scientist on planet Earth.
You think it's the same people?
I don't know, I mean, maybe. Thing is, the group disappeared ages ago, and everything we're seeing here, it's a lot newer.
Brett, what do you think?
It's possible. Nobody really knows how many people they had left to carry out their vision. But there's also no reason why this couldn't be a newer group.
As far as rabbit holes go, it's not half bad.
Wrestling the suppressor on that ledge.
Baffle strike. Baffle strike.
Bend.
Why aren't they on the roof?
Hopefully that's where the belt fit is. And the long rifle.
01 to all units. Be advised, I've got eyes on movement.
You'll see what I think about this defensive posture.
Roger that.
You know, my first time around, I missed that magnifier.
Stay
That
safe,
makes
boys.
that EOTech zoom in make a lot more sense.
Doesn't make the defensive posture make any sense.
Just like Afghanistan. Fucking layup.
It's all the same to you. I don't want to be here for 20 years.
You know what I mean.
I think you should head outside with the others. They'll need all the help they can get.
Just give me a minute. I'm going to try one more thing.
Insider threat.
Hearing the music change.
What are you doing?
Put your hand on the reader.
I feel like I would be less enthused about the nickname Brain if my regular name was already Brian.
Yeah, but it's also hilarious that everything they needed was on that phone, including the group name that it was attached to.
Among a bunch of old file folders from 30 years ago. Yeah.
Lockdown has been resolved. 1-2 and I will investigate further into the labs. Over.
You should put the other thing over the net too.
In there.
Crucial piece of information.
Now talk.
Yeah, we got a mole.
Yeah, we got a real big
Oh yeah,
problem.
by the way.
I only need your hand to make it through their brain.
Damn.
If you do not talk, I will take it with me. Leave the rest of you here.
What do you think? Huh? This was all part of the plan? Like it's all going exactly how we wanted it to?
So what then?
Do you know why they conceived the Sea Consciousness Project? Anyone ever tell you? This wasn't some take over the world shit. These were good, decent men. They wanted to change the sphere of information, eliminate our worst traits by altering the noosphere permanently. Something that could transcend the need for barbaric social engineering. No more anger, greed, apathy, you name it.
What does any of this have to do with this place?
This place is here because the Sea Consciousness never got half as far as we wanted it to. A stalker destroyed it, killed the executives. There's only a few of us left now.
Good job, S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Progress the group made was lost. And we were left to pick up the scraps. So we changed strategy.
They're here.
To change the noosphere, we would harness it. Create a combined consciousness that would be piloted by one man. And that's what we did. We combined as much data from as many minds as we could collect and studied the means to command that data here. Once it was complete, we would use it to merge the noosphere and the biosphere together, harmonize them, and then enhance all nature and reality unilaterally.
What happened then?
We think the combined consciousness became self-aware and asserted control over the pilot. This then assimilated everyone working on the project, save for anyone working outside of this place, such as me. We believe what it's after now is just more data. That's why it's calling stalkers to it. So we had to act.
Worst version of ChatGPT.
And I was sent here before anyone else had the chance to do something stupid. My mission is to report back to the group and assess whether or not this project is recoverable with the data we have left. After that, I'm to contact our partners in the Ukrainian military and level this place with artillery. That's what you're going to help me with.
Why would I do this?
I'm the only one with the line to the military, and the only one with the passphrase needed to call the strike in. Not duty, not the mercs, not even the other ecologists. Me. You want this problem to go away? You need me alive.
Damn, so you just get the passphrase to one guy only in the zone.
He's a special
Sanity.
Like, why would he give his shit up?
Even if
up
it's
front?
recoverable, why do this? Why continue to risk so much?
Do you even need to ask me that? Are you happy, Crow? You pleased with how your fellow human beings turned out? So fucking pathetic.
That's a good
They
point.
couldn't
What
choose
about this
between
mission changes
keeping
if all
others
these
out of
guys
harm's way in
knew
a
all
bottle.
this?
Think for a moment.
Yeah, I feel like
so
it would
docile,
continue the same way. To
We
be
could have
fair.
resolved everything. Eliminated every malady, every sorrow. Even the horrible addictions that led to
He
the
would
death
have
of
walked
your
up
family
and put
and
his
the
hand on the
diseases that
door
stole
and been
mine.
open. Like, what?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have had this fucking sketch shit.
Some kind of savior?
Maybe I'm just a man who wants to bring a child into this world knowing they will have to. How do men like us go back to anything after that?
There are new, terrible things here today because of you. And yet you stand on a pedestal. Like you're going to be free? Like the cost is just okay? I've committed my own sins to try and make things right. These things, they stay. They're squatters in your head. Whatever. What makes you think any of this will go away?
This may be the last thing you and I ever do.
They don't have the same amount of compressor and the sound processing on their voices, and it's kind of driving me batty.
Yeah, it's definitely post-apocalyptic sounds.
0-1 to all units.
Bombs are going off. 3, 2.
1.
This is where I get mad at the ST.A.L.K.E.R because if they were that close past your FFL, you'd be going cyclic. You'd be going cyclic right now. They are way past the inside of your FFL.
Yeah, and how many rounds they gotta put in these guys on top of that?
See, that's my thing. It's like, if we're in a defensive position, we know that they know where we are. We know that they're coming here. Why did we engage them way the hell off?
Yeah, why'd you set the explosives so close now?
That there was no clear line of sight with the tree coverage there, so yeah, rooftop would have been the best place. But the only one they set up top was the long gun.
It doesn't look like he's on top.
The belt's all choked up.
He's up.
The belt's choked up.
He's like second floor.
He's got like 40 fucking meters of fucking.
Dude, this guy though, he's tanking it.
Right, yeah, call for support.
Contact right!
forgot his story. They told me a little bit. I gotta rewatch because I asked the question over at Mike, and I asked him, "What's up with baddies?" Oh no, he wasn't even second floor. Yeah, he was just slightly elevated.
What's the gravity over there?
Small detail, but I feel like they're using an M4 shot sound for
I know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
That looks like the Zenko stock.
Damn, they're frag range. Roger that. Should have engaged them way the hell out, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, you had magnified optics, long range.
Had the demo from close. Demo would be like, oh shit, when you hear that, go off and push into another position.
Ooh, they got 40 mic mics.
I hustle those motherfuckers going across the screen, and all I heard in my head is.
Pretty sure that HE would have had a little bit more effect and just fallen backwards. Like right there.
Well, I don't get how they got the SAW, they got the long range with the DM. Nobody's got a freaking 203.
Dude, DM should
Yeah.
have been plucking these dudes at 800 meters.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why there's
Nah,
like 40 mic mic.
let's like 40 guys get close, take out 6 of them with a fucking clacker, and then now we're
Use your DMR to shoot from like 2 feet away.
That's good and making it funny.
Fire coaches, watch their eyes. Aim small, miss.
So we know this motherfucker's calling stalkers into it.
Yeah.
We're walking right into it.
Yeah, I don't know
That's the
why.
last thing you'd expect,
If
right?
like you have the codes to level the place, your job is to find out if there's any more, you know, data there, and then if not, you leave and level the place.
It was like to find out if it was worth salvaging.
So is he compromised?
I guess
That's
they
my
gotta
point.
see it.
So I said all that because I think this loner is compromised.
The loner isn't. The loner's the only sane-ish one here.
Oh.
Is he? Is that the medic?
Hey guys, I found a medic.
I was just at sick call, guys. Sorry.
It's crazy that I called him and he walked all the way over here.
I'm not going back.
Heresy. Put him down.
I mean,
oh,
there you
okay,
go.
we found it. Negative on finding that medic.
Dude. Takes the head.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, but that ASI.
That's some Forever Winter shit.
Oh, it does look great Forever Winter. Whoa.
And you know what? Yeah, you're
That's a
right.
cool
Now
shot.
that I forgot when I saw this, Forever Winter wasn't even really a thing.
That was just like
Yeah, let's back the fuck away.
That is simulated body at the bottom. Fucking beep 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 beep.
Yeah, that's the pilot.
Well, yeah, but it took over the pilot, so it's all just one.
Yeah, I'm dumping the pilot.
The
Ejecting him out of the Matrix, bro.
Pilot's already gone.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone a little bit more.
Yep. We're going to ensure this.
Well, I think we talked about that last time too. Them dead checking the dude in the hallway, and it was like everybody that passed by fucking put 2 or 3 rounds.
Pop, pop, pop.
That's
Hey, man,
a
I
little
want to
extra
do
dead check.
Don't be the guy who couldn't say you did, right?
Honey, why are you wearing your LARPer gear down here in the kitchen?
That's a little personal, Havoc.
Yeah. Jessica? Grabbing another beer, dear.
I was setting up my chest rig and
Yeah.
I was in the garage. The wife walked in. She goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just setting it up. Just messing with it."
You expecting something?
I mean,
The next time I'm cleaning shit, Sarah walks by, I'm gonna fuck up there. What?
Just that drunk driver?
Yeah, I'm presuming so.
yeah, I don't know if he actually did this or this is what he wishes he got to do.
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah, he got hit with that nuclear subwoofer. This is a dream sequence.
Yeah, so it's like in his mind, this is what he wish he could have done. Like, imagine if you had the chance to kill the guy that got your wife and unborn baby. You know.
Be a long process.
Усе своє життя я провів. Переслідуючи злість, яку ти залишив зі мною.
Yeah, so I don't think he ever got a chance to do this movie.
That'd be a long process with my little screws.
Більше не хочу бігти.
Guess he's finally forgiving himself, probably.
That line was weird. Like, I've been chasing, but I no longer wish to run. Like, those kind of connote opposite things.
Damn, he hugged him, bro. I didn't realize that. I will say the sound that was in the theater that we were watching at was it. Man, this made everything so much cooler.
Amazing what you
I wish
catch
we could.
when
I
you're
wish.
dialed in.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of the movies where like you have to watch it 3 or 4 times to catch everything.
Yeah. Well, I just realized what he just did, and this is the second time I've seen it. So
yeah.
Oh, we missed a lot of the first time.
Yeah, we definitely did.
A lot.
I think you appreciate it more the second, third, fourth time around. Or you would.
This is pretty long.
This is definitely one of the longer ones. I feel like I don't remember how long Overlord or
25 minutes.
The other one was. So.
You read?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just more.
So this last time, but how true they are to the actual light sources, rather than just popping a primary light in all their faces.
Correct.
Yeah. Hold on. How did he know? The brevity code?
Anyone still
For
alive?
Archangel
It was written down.
On the,
He had a written down shit.
so Brain put it on the fucking radio and left it with him.
Oh yeah. Brain's
I'll
dead.
meet you outside. Over.
Brain's dead.
Think so? I mean,
he's just gone. I wouldn't think
yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
I think the one problem I have with all this is that
He came back too and he
people
wasn't
don't
there.
understand how quickly you run out of ammo in a fucking firefight like this. Like
Especially like this dude. I mean, at least he could probably go and pick up ammo from the monolith.
Everybody's running around with 3 mags on their plate carrier.
Exactly.
Yeah, has anyone got a spare barrel for that?
Yeah,
thing?
give me shit about my double mag pouches now, motherfucker.
I'm bounding! Copy!
I'm bounding! Okay, forward, back.
Where? Wait!
God damn it, Fatty!
Fucking snake.
Yeah, Matty fucking
Oh.
nailed it, bro.
Shooting a Detroit style sideways there. Hell yeah.
Oh, move! I'm set!
KIA! Fatty, get back here! Come on! Let's go!
Ooh, over top of that.
Yeah.
With that beaver line.
Just wait a minute, okay? OJ! Pick up the slack on the right! Roger! Moving!
You're suppressed.
Fuck over there, I'll return. Damn.
Tourniqueting right now? No.
I didn't even notice that he fucking said check Joker while he's walking.
Yeah.
That guy with that
Bro.
guy with Bragg's gun on their
Brother,
vest.
he knew
man.
exactly where he was, bro. That's some monolith AI type shit.
Yeah, they're enveloped as fuck. How'd they not already moved?
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Because they're not fighting as a team. Everybody's just a fucking
Yeah,
shooter.
taking on their own
Like,
fucking sucked in.
I see why you thought that was an M4 stock. It's a pistol brace technically.
Oh, he's becoming one.
What is Nate
No.
doing? Look at that guy.
Something's up with Batty, and I gotta watch through the videos again. I gotta see. Well, yeah, he's everywhere now, so.
Good soup.
Crazy bastard.
Hey, at least he got the Juggernaut.
My last fucking round. That woman doesn't get her suit. I'm walking out.
Is that 203 okay?
We're out the bellroom. Exiting the building now. Over.
The first time that dude's
Oh my god. Dude, you're down here hanging. Let's get the fuck out of here.
At least this guy's rocking 9x39. He can. But it's mid Taurus, that is, man.
No time. No time. Do you get blood? Yeah. OJ, let's get smoke on their positions.
I don't know if there's any good detail that they are behind the tires and the engine block, so they're not just sitting behind the stock parts on the vehicle.
Yeah. I saw recently a movie where they just used the word panel as cover. I was just shaking my head.
I'm surprised the like zombie type motherfuckers aren't more aggressive. Yeah. Like why are they taking cover?
I would also probably think once they lost their like leadership position role guy.
Well, I don't know.
Keep it up to the right when I get over here. All right. You go out and say where we came in.
Yeah, he only just had to flag. I feel like they would have exhausted all of those flags in that initiative for all this way.
And you know the suppressors be hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Take the fucking cans off at this point. Although, I mean, your point
barriers and concrete walls everywhere, and they choose the car.
Yeah, you're gonna have a POI shift, but
What's our head count now? 4?
Yeah.
I'm amazed they managed to retrofit without getting fucking cut to shit.
Yeah, that shot, that's what I was saying. All of those barrels they ran through or came to into the thing were to the left of that shot. So the approach angle is not continuous with how they actually came in.
Is this the RPs or disgusting?
Seems like
the tunnels.
They said we passed Virgil. Yeah.
Who are we making fun of tonight?
Everybody.
Same thing as the other night.
Oh.
Yeah, rewatch.
Alright, ace check. Fuck we got.
I've got.
Oh, you got a frag? You never used your fucking frag?
Dude, that bomber jacket would be so annoying.
Black, yellow, yellow.
Yeah, it's cool looking, but really?
Yep, black.
One for the homies.
Black on lace check.
Oh yeah, gotta take that obligatory swig of fucking alcohol.
It is Ukraine.
Dude, that actually is my walkie piece. That's hilarious.
That dude must be a heat casualty, dude. That shit's gonna be fucking that goddamn.
Bro,
dude,
Vortex,
yeah, man.
Damn.
Vortex, the rebreather, the
Plate carrier and every fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm still chuckling
Just a little.
about watching old boy use his muzzle to shove in the dirt to stand up.
No. I was talking about a personal story from that one. About falling down a goddamn hill.
Honestly, I'm genuinely kind of surprised the machine gunner lived. The number of times he had to fucking reload and how long.
You all got enough.
The fact that none of those fucking zombie dudes
Make your
showed up and
mistake.
like fucking flagged them. Can you guys get the fuck away from me? Jesus goddamn Christ!
Holy like how we saw Flash 2 times before he saw a water bottle anywhere. Like,
yeah. No, absolutely none of them are hydrated right now.
Oh yeah, brother.
Their piss is like fucking black.
We don't know how all this is going to shake out back at Rostov.
Dark orange.
Whole zone's gonna be a nightmare for us.
Especially dipshit who keeps fucking
Nobody's
passing
on
out,
security.
too.
Nobody's on
I'm just-
security. You know,
Yeah.
contact's broken. Fuck it. They're not gonna
Smoking and
chase it.
joking.
If you wanted it.
Yeah.
Lord knows we could use the manpower now.
If
Well,
this
one
thing
thing I
could
got
reach you, if this thing could reach you in your sleep and know where you're at, it could send the fucking
I'm
assholes to
afraid
you.
we may not see each other.
But I wonder how much damage that artillery
Possible.
did to the
For a
actual
long time.
whatever that thing is called.
Really? Where to?
Because we just saw like 4 rounds hit the outside, away from the building itself. Walking towards the camera, you know. So.
Well, he had comms
so it's
tracking
got
with HQ, so like, were they doing battle damage assessment on that or what?
Nah, they just hope for the best, man.
I don't know.
All right, let's go ahead and pause and give us some afterthoughts here, since that's just the rest of it's gonna be Patreon shit.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go ahead and speak on your thoughts and key points.
I'm amazed I never saw the saw gunner do a barrel change. Not once.
No, he didn't do a barrel change, but yeah.
Well, so it's actually the actor who played him, Tactical Dork, was an actual saw gunner, I believe, in the army. So he gave a lot of feedback on what it was, and they said, like, "Hey, you're the machine gunner," and they were like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, I got this. I know how to take this apart in my sleep." But yeah, I don't.
But even if it's a fucking
think,
airsoft gun, you can still fucking take the goddamn.
well, so
barrel.
that was actually shooting blanks.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say maybe that's why he didn't go cycling. He didn't have a spare barrel, so he's like, I better fucking milk this a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I don't think they did. Actually, so I think they, just a couple takes. They, he would do a couple rounds here and there.
He was definitely on the sustained rate the entire fucking time. Because I was looking.
It definitely looked.
It might have been VFX too. It might have been VFX as well too.
No.
So there might have been some moments when,
again,
Well,
having
that motherfucker not on a rooftop or
having digested the
elevated
second
car.
time, I still stand by my statement. Everything else leading up to it was great, but the defensive scene is the one that drives me nuts the most.
Oh yeah,
that was the biggest.
Because it was drawn out because they needed to fit in all the story shit.
Yeah.
And that's the problem is that the fucking time it takes for the story shit to take place inside the fucking thing doesn't line up with the amount of time that it's taking them outside. Because that either that or that's the entire reason why they're taking fucking hundreds of fucking goddamn rounds to kill these motherfuckers. It's just we have to have justification as to why it's taking so long for them to fight back while the rest of these guys the 2 idiots inside are fucking fucking each other's assholes.
Yeah, that pacing issue stuck with me too. Like if there could have been some sort of thing outside where they're like, oh, what's taking them so long? But the dude's asleep.
They mentioned it.
I didn't hate the story element of it, but I will agree that without backstory prior to that, it's fucking pointless. Like you're giving us the end of the story, and we're like, all right, but why? But as you mentioned, who the fuck is his goddamn wife? Who the fuck is the asshole that he's got fucking hogtied in his fucking garage?
I caught it a second time.
Yeah.
There was a lot of chatter last time we rolled through, and they did explain that. So the dude that was hogtied was the drunk driver
that killed his wife,
killed the guy's wife and unborn daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, second time that part when he like woke up and he saw the car driving, that was his wife going past the drunk driver that passed into the sign.
Yeah.
So something I missed completely as well the first time. I was like,
well, see, I
thought he just woke up in his old neighborhood or something like that, and I was wondering what that was about.
So. Yeah, you came in late this time, but that.
No, sorry.
I feel like this is definitely one of those movies where you watch the first time and those of you who have seen Overlord are expecting more Overlord, so you're like, all right, cool, we don't have to worry about like diving into this, and then you catch it, and you're like, what the fuck, and then you go back a second time, you're like, okay, I appreciate it. It's like watching Inception. You have to watch Inception like 3 to 4 times to catch everything.
Yeah.
Well, I
still think this either should have been 30 minutes or 90 minutes. Like this weird thing in between is like makes it's hard to fit it all in in the runtime.
And I think one of my issues was walking into it thinking, okay, this is
a lot like Overlord.
With these guys, I have SCP in my mind, not Stalker.
Well, what they advertised the Homeboy, and they advertised Orion Training Group, and they were going to do this really, really in depth. So we were thinking like, okay, where's all the masterful sequences for the TTPs and SOPs? Which what I saw was executed fine, but it was like 30 to 45 second slivers inside of an hour.
Inside that building.
Yeah.
See, I didn't recognize that it was a Ryan training group because they weren't positioning their biceps as close to the camera for most of the runtime.
I think as well too. They did cut out a lot of just footage. Is probably that after they were editing, they were like, it doesn't really fit the story.
I feel like I should watch
more of the CQB. That part was pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
At least from what I remember, the CQB shit, I wasn't that sold on it. Like, it just seemed like a lot of the internal stuff just looked like them. Like, there was very little contact inside, so it literally just looked like them fucking doing a dress rehearsed fucking quick clearance of the fucking thing. It didn't seem authentic to me, at least. It just seemed like hey, look at how cool we are doing room clearing.
Well,
and that's it.
Even from the story element, it was interesting. It was only like 4, 5 guys defending. Seems to be pretty,
against
highly,
fucking enemies that are taking fucking hundreds of fucking rounds to kill.
Yeah.
And only
it's
funneling
the
into
entire
one
thing.
area.
Like, the entire thing was like there are a lot of different problems with it. I still liked the story, and now that you mentioned those parts, it does clarify it a little bit more, and I like the story a little bit more than too. But it's still like I don't know anything about these guys, so I can't say I can't speak on their personal thing, but like I think I'm a little tired of the civilian tactical community making flicks like this shit. And it's the same thing with what's his face from fucking T-Rex Arms. It's like, all right, we get it. You spend shit tons of fucking time at the range. You spend shit tons of fucking money on Gucci gear and fucking weapons and so on and so forth. But you're still just doing this in your free time. There's no principle behind this. There's no. It's not like you guys are
a lot of those guys were
trying to go
prior
for
military as well too. A lot more. I don't know how much for SCP was.
Well,
some of those guys kind of shock me.
That doesn't necessarily.
The dude with the bomber jacket.
That doesn't necessarily sell me either.
I'm just saying it's not all just civilians just LARPing around. At least there's some kind of.
Well, it doesn't matter. That doesn't.
But
mean
it also
shit
doesn't
to me.
matter that the two is.
No, don't get me wrong. You could be 20, 25 years just being a cook, which is fine, but still, it's
it's my personal.
Fiction.
It's
also that too. This is a S.T.A.L.K.E.R universe. They try to they try to bring in elements from not just the game, but from the book as well too, and the little bit like the S.T.A.L.K.E.R movie. So Roadside Picnic and S.T.A.L.K.E.R as well too.
That wasn't necessarily my issue with it. It's just like this stuff. It literally, especially with the whole fucking barrel nod bullshit.
Go back.
I'm so fucking tired.
I think because
I'm so utterly fucking tired.
You got to sacrifice. I feel like some.
When they turn and they're doing that white light. Something like that, and this is more like a photographer nerd thing. So you guys look at the parts that are supposed to be totally black on the screen. You see how they're really gray and grainy. That's like a very Instagram faux film. It's called you set your curves away. They called it crushed blacks. For as dark as this film's supposed to be, I think that was just the wrong choice. You should have gone with a pure black. And all the blacks are that way. The contact, you could actually see what was going on in the shadows a little bit. But when you set this editing style, all of the darks, you lose all the information, and it makes some of these parts confusing.
You know what? It was actually even worse in a theater when it was on a projector.
The white light.
It was really dark that you could. I mean, it was almost hard to see a few things as well. See, even the more lit areas, but that was just a theater issue itself.
Yeah. Well, most Hollywood films.
Hold up. Can we go back for a second? Because here's my fucking thing. All right. They spent shit tons of fucking rounds fucking dropping the dude outside. They fucking come inside, they find this one fucking dude, and they fucking drop him almost immediately. And then fucking double tap him afterwards. So what's the whole issue with the consistency between the fucking guys inside and outside and vice versa? I'm really not understanding that. Well, that's the other question then, is why the fuck is it taking them that long to fucking drop dudes if they realized, they take headshots to drop?
Hold on. They realized it after they shot a couple rounds. They realized, maybe from what it looked like, the guy that was wearing the bomber jacket.
The belt is fucking wasting way too many goddamn fucking bursts, not hitting any fucking goddamn headshots. Just fucking center and write it up. I get that too, but that's the entire point where you're on the fucking machine gun is also to do suppressive fire too. Like your whole fucking point is to goddamn suppress the goddamn enemy, right?
Yeah, and that's what that DMR should have been doing on the rooftop, just going for headshots.
Yeah,
right. That's the other thing.
He was on a ramp,
no fucking elevation whatsoever. We have tons
He
of
had
buildings
elevation.
around
He had
us
about he had a foot of elevation. All right.
Yeah, yeah. A foot of elevation.
Again.
Oh yeah.
I almost
by the way,
feel like this
let's
was a
not have
cock
any
tease.
security on me either.
I almost feel like this was a cock tease because as a story-driven movie, it does great. I want to watch it a third and fourth
this
time.
Was more story-driven.
Hang
than
on,
the last
I know, but that was not what they sold it as, which drives me nuts a little bit.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about like in the trailer.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
teaser trailers,
Now, listen, when you
I didn't pay money for
advertise,
it, so I don't give a
when
shit.
you fucking advertise, I've got Orion Training Group, and I've got Havoc's boy over here. Who Havoc's boy was in the film for what, 45 seconds? 45 seconds.
Or like the guy when he jumped down, and the trailer was him using the sidearm and shooting the guy between the tanks.
So I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm not gonna shit on it and say it was a bad movie. However, for the context of it being I don't believe it's a tactical film whatsoever. Honestly, I feel like.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You know what it made it better is if all those guys showed up and they didn't know, and they had to do a hasty defense from within the structure.
Correct.
Itself, yeah.
So from our crew, on what we know and being subject matter experts to this stuff, the instances we saw leading up to, based upon, could be situationally perceivable as realistic enough. However, based upon the information you've gathered on the way and then your defensive posture, it's almost like they took none of that into consideration. So, in regards to the story, fine. But in regards to the TTPs utilized all the way at the end, it was a complete blunder.
Yeah.
Like,
I think for a Stalker film, though,
the assholes coming in from the army warehouses. So I'm guessing there was greater strength, obviously, which we saw here, like fucking 40 motherfuckers or some shit.
Something, yeah. I think
If
well,
the
it's
whole
interesting
defense was
when
like they were rolling through having to do like re-clears, that would have been like really compelling while those guys were trying to figure the shit out in that room.
Yeah, well, because it was interesting because when the teaser trailer first came out, there was a lot of hate from the Stalker community specifically because of how much action there was in the trailer.
I don't give a fuck.
So when it actually came out and it was like it was like after the film they were like everyone's leaving. I went to Wendigoon, Isaiah, and I was like, dude, I think a lot of Stalker fans are actually going to be happily surprised.
Yeah, they will
by
be.
this film.
And that's I'm not saying again. We tore apart SCP Overlord. We tore that apart based upon the tactical feasibility. It doesn't mean we didn't like the film. Doesn't mean I won't watch the film. Doesn't mean I won't recommend the film. But the whole point of us getting together to look at this is to critique how feasible and realistic some of these are. So I'm okay with everything to a certain extent up until the defensive posture and then the information gathering and whatnot. So it's regardless of how good the film is, and I would recommend people watch this film 3 to 4 times to really catch everything. I think it's worth your time to do so. We're also here to filter the bullshit out, and there was a lot of bullshit in the last couple scenes. So a lot of bullshit.
Last time you said you liked Overlord better. Do you still feel that way?
In regards to their applicability and the way the sequences went, so let me clarify that. In regards to Overlord being more oriented towards my target audience, Overlord is a much more superior film in that aspect. As far as them not having like spaghetti arms and actually looking like dudes who actually execute things and executing things well, I feel like if you would have got this crew for Overlord.
I see.
You know, I still, because that's what I said last time too, was I enjoyed Overlord much more.
I was starting to write this like Evan Royalty thing. The thing that I think did him a lot of favors is how open source and non-canon SCP is. So much of what you have in those movies is really easy to digest and to just believe because, dude, it's just randos on the internet that are making all these fake mission documents.
That's all you can say.
Yeah, it's SCP. Versus this, there's so much established that it's like, for this to really only be, because when did the credits start? Like 48 minutes or something like that? For it to be under an hour, but to fit in the decades of lore for like the fervent autistic fans that S.T.A.L.K.E.R has. So
Yeah,
this thing really needs to be
another
90
thing
minutes.
too.
This is
they try to like make everyone happy. I feel like, and did they do a good job about
They could
that?
have cut this shit into a series.
Yeah,
They could have.
Yeah.
They
I
could
I would have watched it.
Yeah,
I'd watch it.
I would have done. I would have liked the series better. I think so too. Yeah, episodic.
Like,
I would have watched
taken,
shit.
taken,
I think
I wholeheartedly agree. Take these bodies and put them in Overlord.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
as
yeah,
far
dude.
as production value, this takes the cake. I think this is probably the best film adaptation that Evan Royalty has put out. So I just have little minor nuance gripes. But other than that, it's a solid film that I want to watch more to figure out what the fuck I missed, because I'm over here trying to hyperanalyze, what applies to us in regards to what we want to talk about. I mean, I could sit here and go into Stalker lore nerddom and tap more into that
That
side.
bandit scene in the beginning though was still kind of still kind of threw me off in the beginning.
Oh, where he's like sitting up in the fucking like against the trees and shit.
Yeah.
But just like once they they broke, they started contact. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
broad
sprinting
fucking
the fuck
daylight,
up.
and they're booking, and the bandits didn't see him at all.
Didn't hear, didn't see.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Now, it'd be cool if the bandits, bro, if the bandits were playing the fucking, like, music from S.T.A.L.K.E.R, I could have believed it then. That would have been sick.
Cool. Yeah.
That'd be some fucking fan service.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, they're playing a guitar.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what it's like? It's like if we asked the Fast and Furious guys to make like a Star Wars episode, and it was just like a chasing with TIE fighters the whole time, right? Because that's what they know, and it wasn't like fitting in like the wider Star Wars everything, but it's like, God damn, I love an X-wing, you know?
Yeah. No, the whole fucking
They did. It
running
was the
up on
fucking Tatooine race thing.
Right. that whole fucking running up to that.
That would be the whole movie. Yeah.
Overall, this is cool,
prime, I
man.
was
I'm,
like 210,
I'm glad
and I was
Evan's
never that
making this
quiet.
stuff, because who else is even anywhere near like
Right.
Evan's tier? of
Right.
doing this kind of
Nobody's
stuff?
accomplishing or attempting.
No, we're trying. We're trying. Goddamn! If I can just get people together.
When are we filming? Like,
So I think
Patreon.
also
Patreon
what's
stuff right
interesting
here.
is you can see that the editing style effects or how grainy or this crushed black stuff is becoming a pattern.
Yep.
It's not the first time we've noticed, or I've noticed this. I think Overlord had the same thing, but in a much brighter context. Obviously, this was shot in more overcast kind of day.
Didn't Overlord have
compared
a
to the
whole
other
lot of
films where they had more
blues?
light to work with.
I feel like I gotta go watch Overlord again now after watching this too.
Yeah, I feel like
Overlord was definitely
I see a lot of
heavy.
lot of similarities.
Yeah, kind of like Matrix had a lot of like when you were in the Matrix, there was a green
tint
overlay
to everything.
Yeah, but that was done on purpose.
Right.
Like, that
I
was,
get it.
That was an artistic, professional choice. Versus, I think that this is like how I've
like the
always been
Mexico
editing,
filter.
and so I just kind of edited it like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Overlord definitely had some blues. Like I feel like there was definitely a bluish sheen over everything. So, which admittedly I do that on my thumbnails a lot. I'll put like
I remember just in general like
the T-Rex arm
difference
thing, the blue
between but just the difference between Dollhouse and then Overlord.
Oh
and
my
now
God!
this,
I don't see this as a tactical or a war flick at all.
Not
It's
at
just a
all.
story with guns.
Yes, that's all it is.
You know, it's a background kind of noise to show the environment because the Stalker, I guess, lore environment is there's a lot of shit going on around, but you might yourself be working on a story, an event, or a problem. With how the fighting goes, it's a kind of a funny counterpoint to Yeti. Why don't you just shoot him in the fucking head? Yeah, I mean I agree, but at the same point, I think
I get it's not
cinematography-wise,
it's not that simple, but like it's
Well, nobody made that call out.
right. Nobody made the call out.
Nobody was like, "Oh fuck, we need to shoot these bastards
Like
in the
it,
head. Like
but
they're not gonna
it,
go down."
but it was that nonsense of like, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like once you start noticing, oh yeah, these guys are only going down with headshots. That's something you're going to communicate because I don't know, fucking ammunition's a fucking precious resource.
Yeah.
You're not fucking
absolutely.
Failure to stop. Failure to stop. Failure to stop.
You literally have a machine gunner to fucking having to change his belt twice during this entire fucking firefight, and not once did anybody say, "Hey, by the way, fucking aim for the head."
At
the very least, just fucking aim it at the fucking chest and ride it a little. That's it. ride the fucking recoil a little. That's all. Like I get it. It's
I
not
think the viewers would understand it.
Saying headshots is fucking easier said than done. But I don't know, another goddamn concept. Fucking use your goddamn machine gun to get their fucking heads down, and then the guys that actually have semi-automatic weapons can have a better time fucking getting accurate fire on their fucking heads.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, the enemy wasn't like hardcore taking cover either. Yeah.
Oh, Black Fox is here too.
That was another thing. Like the enemy's not like doing the same thing, taking cover. They're just fucking tanking through. So
right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, they're mindless.
I think part of that is because all the gunshots and whatnot are obviously being added in
this
afterwards.
headshot thing is a horse so dead we're beating ashes right now.
Yeah.
I will say that they should have paid more attention to the lore and had those guys shambling in.
Yeah,
rather than fucking like sprinting and acting like they're fucking.
All this makes me think about how good would Heretic have been if they just stayed.
Oh
SCP?
my God! You just brought the magic word up. Heretic.
I'm gonna bounce, guys. Have a good one.
Bye, Yeti.
Later, man.
Later.
Later, Yeti.
Yeah, that's like I'm coming into this without any knowledge of like literally anything. None of the factions. Like I don't know any of that shit.
I'm the same way. Me neither.
I don't know anything about like should these guys be
should
this group be trained or not? Like when we're watching Overlord, like all the fuck ups that they do, I'm going, wow, this could have been a lot better tactically because SCP, like this group is supposed to be elite as fuck and like know their shit. I don't know anything about these factions. Are they just dudes? Are they like fucking fuck all PFCs that joined a PMC and started doing this kind of shit? Like,
yeah,
did we get a bunch of chucks in here to fucking suit up and learn shit?
My thing is like the way the fuckers that are goddamn. I already forgot the goddamn
Monolith.
Monolith. Those guys are usually well, I'm talking more so the zombies and shit like that. The zombie types, they would be shambling around. The monolith.
Well, yeah. So because they were new. They weren't technically. They weren't any monolith they've ever seen. They had their heads sewn on specifically, so they were a different type of monolith. So maybe they could have some like prior knowledge if that's why they were running and taking cover and stuff like that. And then there's zombified, which is different from monolith. Those are the ones that are like, show flames
I know
with like
which
holding the AK one arm. Yeah.
When they pulled the fucking shit up, they saw when they showed the guy's fucking face. That would have told me that was the zombified version.
Yeah. So that's again, it's like you need to know some of the Stalker lore beforehand, and then they made up their own by saying this isn't any like monolith we've ever seen before. Because normally monolith looks like a normal person, but just with the white eyes.
They made their own lore.
So they made their own lore on this one. Yeah, so they can kind of get away with it.
But they still definitely, that would have been a communication. Like everybody in the fucking building, I would have been like, oh wow, this guy.
That's why it should have been an episodic series, like you guys said, because then they could go into more detail of explaining why they're acting this way. Imagine Brain starts like examining one of these fuckers and takes their head off. It's like, what the hell? Is this a different body? What's all this about?
That you have to watch this multiple times because watching it one way through, you're not going to catch everything, and you're going to be split in 3 different directions or 5 different directions going.
Yeah, so
there's a lot going on.
Already fucked up. So yeah, the zombified, and then there's monolith soldiers themselves that are fucking like brain fried. Yeah.
Which is interesting because this takes place after S.T.A.L.K.E.R defeats the sea consciousness. So this would have been, because this isn't the Wish Granter, which the Wish Granter is the one that's pulling stalkers to the north, and now there is no Seymour consciousness. So technically, I believe, after the sea consciousness breaks, the monolith should be free. They should be waking up.
Yeah.
So it's
this is like
they definitely took some liberties for sure.
I feel like these guys didn't know Stalker before they took this, because you sound like a super hardcore Star Wars fan that's talking about all of the canon they broke in the new movies they made from Disney.
Yeah. But for I think casual Stalker fans, like, oh yeah, Monolith. Oh, I heard Yantar. That sounds cool.
I think they went for another
casual Stalker fans.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
I think they went for another fucking IP grab, and they're like SCP Stalker.
Yeah.
Well, when they were asking for 500 G's to make Heretic work, and then this came along,
that
I'm sure that
is-
was part of the
Damn, was it
decision
500?
process.
Yeah, it was, man.
500?
They overshot
Damn.
big time. That's the thing, and well,
So you only got like what 3?
yeah, Evan Royalty, hats off to you, but man, it's just I feel like he just needs to make his own independent film, not focusing on any kind of backstory, because I feel like every shot he takes, it just doesn't quite hit the mark. It hits
So
a lot
have
of
his
good
own
things,
story instead of taking another IP.
yeah, and it misses the mark, and it's like, just do your own thing. Fuck it, just do your own thing.
Bro, yeah,
You got the know-how, technical knowledge. Yeah.
It's like the thought process was about what the IP was going to do for him rather than what he could add to the IP entirely.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like Disney with Star Wars, which is exactly a good point.
Yep. Nailed it.
Now I want Fast and Furious Star Wars. I'd watch that.
Just shifting gears in a TIE fighter. Wait a minute.
I think he would benefit. I think he would benefit from like a series. And,
100%. He needs a
create his
series.
own, bro. He would fucking mop.
Also, can you believe that Crow actor? He actually isn't Russian or Ukrainian.
That's crazy.
That's not
He looks
his
it,
normal.
he
He has a normal,
it was a
sounding
pretty good-
accent.
Yeah,
You know,
it was a
they
pretty
chose
good
a really good
accent.
person for him.
He's
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah.
from Louisiana.
I asked him. I was like, "Hey, how did you do that? Because I want to learn." Like,
Yeah, it wasn't like hard to ditch, but it was good.
All right, we're nearing on an hour and
The-
30 minutes. Any closing thoughts?
I want to hear TIE Fighter shift now.
Lighting design was good. All the bokeh. I think these guys shoot in medium format, so it's going to look beautiful no matter what.
I'm looking forward to a little bit more behind the scenes of it now. I know. I think Drewski might be making a video about his B-roll footage.
I would like to know Drewski.
Yeah, he was their B-roll photographer on set.
I would like to know
videographer, I should say.
I would like to know why we invested, if this is such a story-driven thing, why we invested so much focus on tactical dudes and advisors, which
so that
you can
certain
see.
YouTubers gather their fucking hardcore autistic friends to analyze, and that's all we can look at. We can't fucking enjoy the story because the second a gun comes out, we're all like, "What did you fuck up?"
That's why we're here.
That's it. That's it.
You know,
that's why we're here.
autism.
Did he look into the feed tray when he opened it? Let's look.
I wish this was 3 20-minute episodes.
I really do. I wish it was.
Yeah.
Hey, Havoc, tell me if he swept the links out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I didn't see that shit.
It's all the same to you. I don't want to be here for 20 years.
Hustled that hit deep.
I feel like I need to make a separate video for the public that just covers the action sequences. And we just
I think you should head outside with the others.
Just talk about the 5 to 7 minute action sequences.
Skip the story.
Yeah.
All right, I'm wrapping this up.